Talking to Alex, well, actually with Alex Porlier from the Santa Clarita Transit System, and he is here to talk to us about Dump the Pump. And if I had a nickel for everyone who asked me in the last couple of days, what is Dump the Pump Day? What are you talking about? What does this mean? I think it means we shouldn't get gas. And we started there, and I tried to educate them. So for the listeners who still don't understand, and you know, I got to be honest, I didn't at first either. Can you explain that to us?
Sure. It's actually a step beyond just not getting gas. It's a national push to get people to, ditch their car for at least a day. Jump on public transit. It's sponsored by the American Public Transportation Association. This is actually the 11th year that they've sponsored this program. We're trying to get every public transit system, across the nation to just get the word out. There's a lot of people out there who, have easy access to transit but choose not to use it because it's so simple to jump in their own car and make that quick trip to the store. But, for me, for instance, I got a route within a quarter mile from my home. If I don't want to deal with parking at the mall, I'll jump on the bus. It gets me straight to the mall. I don't have to worry about parking and all that sort of stuff. Back home. It's
so interesting that you say that it's easier for us to get in our cars because, Alex, my daughter lives in Manhattan. And guess what? It's the exact opposite.
Yep.
It is so easy for her to take a train, the subway system, to wherever. And if there's a train that's not coming her way in a couple of minutes, you have a cab. There are so many different, and buses, of course. So, in her area, it's the exact opposite. It's so easy for her to do that. How can we get to that standard? How can we do that?
Well, it's a little bit different here because we're in a suburban area. So the layout's a little bit different. Transit's not quite as accessible as the East Coast. But we do have technology on our side, and it's making things a lot easier. For instance, if you have your Apple iPhone, go to Apple Maps, you can put in your destination and hit the transit icon.
Okay.
It'll give you step-by-step directions how to use our system and make connections to others.
Stop it. We can do that?
On your iPhone, yep.
I love that.
Santa Clarita Transit also has our own app. If you go to the Apple Store, you can search for it. And there's 2 or 3 other apps that pull directly from our live feed also.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. Some of the newer apps, you can go in there, again, put your destination in, and it'll even give you the option. If for whatever reason you can't wait for that next bus, there's an icon to call an Uber right away. So it just kind of puts everything together for you in one easy package.
Now, will it tell you the times, like certain bus times or lines, or
it'll tell you times, when that bus is coming, which bus to board, and which direction.
You have to admit we've come a long way. Used to be, do you remember when years ago, and maybe not that long ago, we had the big pieces of paper almost look like maps that you folded up and you were, where am I? What bus station? Where am I picking up the bus?
We still have those. We can't get away from them, but we do have
Old
technology
school
on our side. Yeah, certainly. And for instance, you can go to any one of our stops. We have QR codes. You can scan them with your phone, or phone numbers you can text, and we'll respond right away with when that next bus is coming. So the whole idea, make transit easy and accessible to everyone.
And make it easy and accessible in addition to, why should we do this at all?
You know what? It's a cost savings for everyone. For instance, if a 2-person household goes down to 1 car, somebody starts using transit, that equates to an average annual savings of over $9,400.
I'm sorry, what?
$9,400 you can save just by not using your car.
That's are you saying almost 10 grand by not using your car?
Yeah.
Why are we not doing this?
And the best part is that's still having a car at home. You still have an option to use a car if you need to.
Why aren't we doing this, Alex? You should have been here 10 minutes ago. What are you doing?
It's a matter of convenience, and we're trying to make things more convenient for everyone.
Is that basically the bottom line? We just are so, there's a piece of us that's lazy, and we get in the car and that's it. We can't be bothered looking up on but we have the applications now. You said they're so easy. You have it on the iPhone. You have it on did you say you have an app as well?
Yeah, the city of Santa Clarita has our own app.
Has their own app. I'm sure is it a free app? I'm sure it's a free app.
Certainly.
Okay, I like free. And you download it. It can't be easier, quite honestly. Plus, one thing I love to do once I do get on public transportation, put on the headsets, listen to music, and kind of just zone out. You don't have to worry about driving.
Take a nap. Some of these apps will remind you when you're getting up to your next stop, too.
You mean there's like a little wake-up call?
Yeah, exactly.
10 minutes till your next stop.
It makes it too easy almost.
So I'm looking at the website right now, SantaClaritaTransit.com, and it talks all about Dump the Pump Day, which is today. And they do have some tips for etiquette because you're now in a public place, you're sharing your space with other people. And so there are suggested things that you do. What's the biggest thing we need to remember as far as etiquette, Alex? What do you think?
Keep quiet on the cell phones. We get a lot of people who like to talk, and I get it. Inside the cabin of a bus can be a little noisy, but you don't have to yell. Well,
here's the thing. It's the one time you can text.
Exactly.
You're not driving. That's the one time you can actually text a person. So, be courteous. Keep your voice low. Talk to a minimum when you're on the cell phone. Headsets, that's what I go to, but keep it down to a nice, not that you're blasting out the next person, might not like your music. So please be considerate. But what a great thing. Now talk to me about just Dump the Pump. We need to pledge. Why? Why do we need to pledge?
You know what? It's basically just saying you looked into transit. Ideally, you rode transit. I can't guarantee that you did. But I just want to get the word out there. It's
Sure.
an easy way to drive somebody to our site and just familiarize themselves with Santa Clarita Transit.
Absolutely. And how do we do that? How do we sign up? What do we do? And I think, aren't there incentives?
There are incentives. We are raffling away a few prizes.
Oh, now you got my attention.
Now, you can go to SantaClaritaTransit.com. Under the News and Events tab at the bottom, there's a link for Dump the Pump.
I'm looking at it right now. It's very easy to sign up.
You can take a selfie on any public transit and use hashtag DumpThePumpSCT, or come see us at Senses. We're going to be there tonight at the city booth. I'll have a pledge form right there. Just say hi, sign your name, and you're entered.
You're personally going to be there?
Yep.
Will you take selfies?
I'll take selfies with anyone who wants to.
Alex Porlier is going to take selfies with anyone who comes up to him tonight. How fun is that? Alex, it's been a pleasure. Is there anything else you'd like to highlight and get the word out? Obviously, it's a good thing to do. We're saving money. We're saving the environment. I mean, it's all good. We might make a couple of friends on the bus.
Certainly will.
Is there anything we haven't hit upon?
What I want to make sure everyone knows, our bus drivers are kind and courteous. Never hesitate to ask a driver when you're boarding a bus, hey, is this going to my destination? You know what? It's the easiest thing to do, and they're more than happy to help you out.
That's nice to know. Alex, it's been a pleasure. Dump the pump, okay?
Yep.
Hashtag.